So hi, this is Joel with Arborview, and I'm here with Carol.
Carol Withers.
Can you see yourself? And Brad.
Brad, the owner of the company.
Yeah. And we're just finishing a closing, and this is a COVID closing, so we're like 19 feet apart here. But anyhow, we're having a good time, and we're telling more stories because our friend Carol actually is a real estate agent, and she's a experienced real estate agent is the point. And she inherited a house from a dear friend in crisis. And of course, she still also recognized the circumstance of the advantage of selling to people like us, even though she knows the real estate business too. So it wasn't a retail deal, but I'm gonna let her tell the story. I'm not gonna tell the story for her, but here we go. Can you see yourself?
Yes.
Okay, does that have you in a good frame?
Yeah.
Okay, so Carol, I mean, how did this all come about? Tell us your story.
Well, the story is that I inherited a house from a friend that was sick, friend of 27 years, and she passed away. So I inherited the house. There were a lot of things to be done with the house. It wasn't a house that could have been sold by real estate. It was a house that had a lot of work. And so I got some cards in the mail knowing I was the executor. And then the one I picked was Joel, because Joel was very personable. He gave me a lot of insight into the company. He knew exactly what he was doing. He helped me along with some of the things I didn't know how to price, even though that wasn't part of his job. And we just finished clothing. Everything went smoothly, and I'm a happy camper.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I just want to add the fact that Joel isn't the only one with brains here. Brad has more than just good looks. He has a lot of brains, and he helps us make these deals work. What was unusual about this deal from our standpoint, Brad?
There was a lot of really. I guess this just kind of falls in line with all of our deals. They're always hairy, as we call them, right? They have a lot of
furry
things going
on.
They
got other things.
This house has got some issues, some foundation problems, and things like that. And but we're not afraid of that.
No.
So but most of all, the most important thing was to make sure that this process went as smoothly as possible for Carol, because as the executor, you got a lot of burden on your shoulders to deal with. You got a lot of things to handle. You got a lot of things to juggle, and then with your situation at home with family, like that doesn't make it any easier to have to deal with all this and juggle. I mean, you've been working on this for 5 months now, right? It's
Yes.
not a quick, easy process. We tell people that with the probate process, they need to be patient because it doesn't happen overnight.
Everybody did their job here, including Brad and Carol and Missy and myself, and we all worked on it. I want to ask you another question because there's an interesting aspect about this also. And that is that even though we were not the only person that came to make you offers, and you did have an offer that was insistent, as the case may be. He just wanted to buy this house, swore he was buying it for his mom and everything else. In the long run, we went back and forth a little bit, but the bottom line is you decided on us, even though he was so very insistent. Is there any dynamic that was unique about us?
It was because everybody was so professional. I really liked Joel's personality. I met Brad at the house, and Brad was very professional. Had been doing this a long time. I asked questions, I got answers, and it didn't take long at all, and it was no muss, no fuss. And unlike regular real estate, which goes on and on and on forever, we got the job done, and my children and I are very happy that we're finished trying to work on the house.
I bet you it's one less trip you have to make, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, right. Well,
Yes, it is.
Well, we appreciate you immensely, and we love doing business with people that know what they're doing. We're not in the business of fooling anybody, but the bottom line is sometimes there's an element of suspicion when somebody is making an offer and they think that there's a retail price out there and stuff like that. In our case, we were dealing with people that were experienced, and you understood what we were having to do to make you an offer. Yes. Well, thanks everybody. See ya, Brad.
Thanks
and
again.
I thank you very much, and I appreciate all of your help.
Pleasure is ours. Thank you, Carol. So I guess that's about as long a video as I can make here. We had fun, and we'd love to help you too. Thank you.